Hi everyone, it's Four Corners, and today I watched Ninjago Crystallize Part 2 trailer at 0.25x speed to see all the crazy details we could find. The sheer nature of this trailer is to throw as many crazy and surprising details to us as possible. So alongside the usual breakdown, I'll also be pointing out some of the more obvious details so that we can piece together the story as we go. The first detail we have is when we see the second scene of the Crystal King, who has finally been revealed. It's actually before he awakens the warrior, and it's a weird trick they use in trailers. So it appears that when the Crystal King releases the smoke, it not only makes Ninjago into this crystal city, it also awakens these very scary looking Vengestone brutes. So I guess this all happens at the same time. The whole council is there with golden weapons except Mr. F for some reason. Maybe he gets the other shuriken of ice. We know Mr. F does wield it later on in the trailer. Not sure where this library is, but there is a skull in the back. No other Ninjago libraries have been known to have this detail, so it must be something new, and it must have some crazy detail because Lloyd and Garmadon are here, presumably searching for something. So here, when the Skull Sorcerer shoots an energy blast from the crystal side, it doesn't make the quake like it usually does, but it makes a crystal quake. I wonder if all the crystal golden weapons have the same attack or if this is specific to the scythe. There are black strokes when Garmadon fights, and usually they're white strokes, or in the new ninja's case, they're neon colored strokes. And this animation, as far as I know, is exclusive to just Garmadon, and it makes him look so much cooler when he's in his Oni farm, flying around. This rice field is the same one we saw in Seabound's opening when Nia lost her powers. The sand on Lloyd's shoulder pad is there because in another scene, Lloyd actually dives into a quicksand pit to follow Harumi for some reason. I thought he's trying to get away, but that's why Lloyd's all dirty over here. All the golden weapons, when they're combined, they make this explosion, and that's exactly what happens here when Lloyd is able to dodge it. This oddly thick looking emblem on the back of Wu's dragon armor looks that way because it's holding his wings whenever he needs that when the situation of combat arises. So this wing system isn't really any magic. I feel like that was confusing people before, but that is clear now. This is probably my favorite detail of the video. So Vinny of NGTV News is getting eaten by one of those gargoyle monsters. They look super creepy, especially since they don't really have eyes as we saw in the Samurai X set. But look at that, Racer 7 is right next to Cole. Wu does Spinjitzu with the dragon blade that he first used alongside Firstborn. So Cole's passed out over here, I don't know why. Hopefully he's able to recover from that. But Skylar is using his RX power since Cole can't. And then she also shoots a fire blast. Skylar looks so cool in this shot. Now this one shot has so many tiny details, so get ready. Ultraviolet has a mech and it has a Sons of Garmadon symbol in the middle. That makes total sense. Ronin's mech has a target just like the one we see in his eye, and Kilo doesn't need a mech because he's so big and he just gets a giant sword. Then Fujidove is also getting a cool flying mech. He probably gets the coolest mech out of all of them. Fujidove is really coming up the ranks this season. And just for a second, going back to Ronin's mech, Lloyd in the episodes we did see told Ronin that he doesn't care about anyone except himself, and this looks like Ronin's redemption moment.
Maybe all of us aren't cut out to be heroes.
How do you know, Ronin? When have you ever even tried to do something for anyone other than yourself?
This whole cut looks like their last stand because the main team is lacking weapons. Zane has nothing, most of them only have baseball bats, and Wu only has a broom. This is kind of like the last attempt for Ninjago City. I'm pretty sure they're gonna know they're gonna lose, but they're just gonna try their best no matter what. And Lloyd's not here, which makes me think that he's gonna do something so that all of these guys' efforts won't go in vain. But that is all for this video looking at the brand new Ninjago Crystallize trailer at 0.25x speed. Comment down below your favorite detail, or if you found any other details yourself, I'd love to see that. I did lie to you a bit, I didn't watch this at 0.25x speed, I actually watched it like 4 times at 0.25x speed and a little slower because I paused each frame. But I seriously think it was worth it to find all these crazy details and also get a more solid idea of the plot. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe because these videos do take a lot of effort to make. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.